How's it going, everybody? And how's it going, Etho? This is a video response to Etho's video about where he started off. Unfortunately, I have not at the time. I missed it when it was uploaded originally, but I haven't seen when he started the fireworks display he had in that pond. So for all I know, he could have ruled out what I'm about to suggest as an option. But I did see in the beginning of his next episode, which at the time of recording is the most recent, that he was struggling with his random timers for firing. And so I have a suggestion for everyone, and this is something that I've almost a year ago discovered by accident, and I haven't seen anyone use it, but I've been putting it in a few of my videos here and there. I figured maybe Etho would like to see it because it kind of exactly relates to what he's talking about. Oh, whoops, I forgot to, yeah, that's okay. So it basically is a random timer, exactly like he was looking for. The only downside to this compared to what he was using is much slower, or not much slower, but it's a little bit slower, but I think that I found a way to speed it up, and I think if anyone can find a better way to speed it up, it would be Etho, so we'll see about that. But so, the first thing that it relies on, this is what I discovered by accident, was that, crafting tables, and actually, you know what, I've been meaning to test this out. Chests, couldn't find it because it doesn't look normal. Chests too. Okay, not chests. Chests can't catch fire. But, crafting tables and note blocks, can catch fire, but they don't burn up, so that kind of means like they're wood, and they can burn, but they can't burn up and be destroyed like a leaf block would. You know, like the blocks are still here, and they're ready to be lit on fire again. And the way fire works in Minecraft, I'm pretty sure, is that it's a random amount of time before it burns out. So, using that, you can put a bud switch next to some fire, with either a note block or a crafting table that is surrounded by lava. So, just like you saw right there, that was perfect timing. Couldn't have asked for it better. You can get a random timer to switch like that, and it continuously goes without using any materials. And you never need to interact with it. So if you're missing, let's just do this real quick. So if you're confused about this part up here, this is just the simplest pulse bud switch you could ask for. The torch powers the repeater, which powers the sand, and then that's because it's a repeater going into the block, which I believe is called like strongly powered. It powers the redstone dust on the other side, including the block, which makes it powered diagonally. So this is the quasi-connection thing that I always hear people like Seth Bling and Etho talk about going on. So sorry, that's kind of loud when that ticks, but it's powered here, and it is a bud switch. And what happens when you trigger the bud switch is the piston extends when you cause a block update, and then that pushes glass here. Now, when glass is here, glass can't be powered because it's, you know, transparent, just like glowstone and HasLabs, I think. So then this no longer becomes powered, and the piston loses its quasi-connection power. And because it's moving, I think it automatically resets itself, because the movement is kind of like another block update. So, oops, oh, I broke it. Whoops, never done that before. Alright, I guess that wouldn't happen if it was not in creative mode. So, that's just going to keep going like that, right? Pulsing, and then I put a dispenser right here just so that it'll dispense. So you can see that when I cause the block update, pretty, yeah. So combining those two mechanisms that we just talked about, I have put together now and a completed random timer, the thing that will fire off your fireworks. And then if you need to turn it on and off with like a lever or something, well, actually, you can just do this in this case. That, and then no bud switch, and then these will continuously catch fire and stuff, but it won't ever fire it off. Now to turn it on. Oh, that will also fire one rocket, apparently. But as you can see already, it's extremely slow compared to... one second. It's so cold in the room I'm in, it's so hard to type. Alright, so the way that I would combine them is I figured, well, you could put 2 and then they'd go quicker. And it's kind of working, but you probably want to put like 4. So now it's getting a bit large, which I can understand if you don't want to use it because it's large. I can also understand if you don't want to use it because it just sucks, but I think it's pretty good. So I got 2 going here, and then some redstone logic just connecting them. So the way that this is set up, the dispenser is always on, and then when the bud goes off, the dispenser turns off and then on again, which triggers it. So over here I just reverse that with a few torches so that by default it's off, and then if this one triggers, this torch goes on for a second and it just fires it, and then it goes off. And then over here, if this one goes on, this one turns on and turns the redstone dust on for a second and fires it, just like that. So the advantage to this one would also be, I didn't even think of this earlier, but so if you shut them off, which would be powering both these at the same time, then it would shoot something when you turned it off. But then if you turned it on again, oh, it still fired something. I don't know. So dispensers are a little tricky because sometimes just causing redstone updates can do stuff. Let's see. Hopefully that's quiet enough. That sounds loud. I guess my volume's up a bit. Ignore that. That's something I'm working on for my server. But so, yeah, if you could extend this even more by adding a few more, like maybe 2 more on this side and putting 4, and then I bet it would fire pretty quickly. There were 2 rapid fire right there, I think, unless one of those was this. Shut that off just to be sure. Oh, there was another one, so that's pretty quick. So if you could spread these out underneath the bottom of the lake, just talking to Etho now, and perhaps that would work. I don't know. I'd like to see more people use this, because random timers are some of the funnest things, in my opinion, in Minecraft, because it's like you're truly combining mechanics and redstone logic into something interesting. They're kind of a challenge, so I always like to use this one. But yeah, so thanks for watching, both Etho and all, if he ends up watching. And I don't know how video responses work, so I don't actually know how to put this out there, but I'll do my best. And I think I know Etho has to approve it. And I whoa, probably shouldn't be jumping around on this thing. I know that, or rather, I always like to spawn these in my worlds just to see what's in them. It's the starter chest. So, I feel a bit uncomfortable doing this, just because I don't like telling people what to do, and I've never done video response before. So hopefully this is received well. I have nothing but good intentions, I'll have to tell you that. That seems to be firing pretty fast. I thought it would still be kind of slow, but it's pretty fast. Probably not as fast as you want for your fireworks show, but I'm sure you could think of something. Might as well put these guys in. And, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.